Hey guys, long time no see. I'm so sorry about that. I'm gonna start uploading regularly. I've been really focused on becoming the best player I could possibly become and trying to actually be good enough to be a YouTuber. I just always feel like I need to be the best, and so I finished 440th this last season, so I'm officially at least like top 20, one of the best splash guard and graveyard players in general. I'm probably like top 20 in the world. So now I feel like I can give you guys good information. Um anyway, sorry for going on that spiel. But yeah, that's pretty much how I've like where I've been at, and I just didn't feel right giving you guys like information because I didn't even know myself. But now I feel like I can finally like feel accurate and like very confident in everything I tell you guys. So without further ado, this was the games that helped me get a top 500 finish, and I want to go over them with you. This guy goes what he went for his champion first, and then he goes for the E-Giant at the bridge. I do defend that. It was a bit sketchy though. We're gonna go split archers here. I'm down a little bit of elixir, so that's a bit scary. That's why he was laughing. He goes Barry in the back, and then let's see, probably like Phoenix next, maybe. Okay. No, he goes E-Giant in the back. I'm going to be pressuring opposite lane. So in this matchup, if you see an E-Giant come down, you 100% need to pressure the opposite lane. To like, the reason why you need to pressure the opposite lane, guys, is to make sure that he can't build up this big push. It doesn't even matter. Like, even if he's getting a positive elixir trade on the opposite lane, you still want to force out that elixir, no matter what. So that's like really important there. We not the greatest defense here, but what's the most important part is that you're pressuring opposite lane, not too much, but that you're pressuring opposite lane and forcing out that elixir so that he couldn't support, his E-Giant there. Here he's gonna go for a lightning on top of my mighty miner. Very questionable play here. He actually does get a lot of damage because he's gonna go for the NATO plus golden knight dash. We go for a high phoenix and then barbell onto the berry. I tried to stop the golden knight dash because he goes for the NATO, like I said. And bit of an overcommitment, so, I'm not freaking out here. I'm just keeping my composure because this is the game for top 500. So I'm going low tombstone. And I thought he was going to pressure the E-Giant at the bridge again, so I just went straight into a mighty miner at the bridge. If he would have went for his champion, if he would have went E-Giant at the bridge on the right lane, then I would have activated my ability and it would have protected my archers on the left side. But he did go Barbell. I go Barbell on my own, forcing out Golden Knight. He goes for his Phoenix to take down my Phoenix so that he can keep some health on. I'm going to go for the high archers just to DPS down his champion. And I went for another... notice how I went for another tombstone up high there? It was just so he didn't get me in this like weird cycle. So you can see I'm already back to another tombstone. I'm predicting that he's going to lightning, going for high archers so that he doesn't get any like real damage here. And I think we finally go for the freeze on the right lane. The reason why we go freeze is because he goes for the berry, right? He just went for berry. That means that my freeze technically cost 2 elixir because I'm not planning on defending the berry. So my freeze right there only cost me 2 elixir. So like it cost me 2 elixir and it gave me quite a bit of damage, so it wasn't like not worth it. It was kind of just pressuring. Here we're gonna go mighty miner at the bridge, like I said, even graveyard right here, just to make sure that he's not able to go berry at the bridge. Maybe clipping my tombstone with like one of the berry splash damage hits. And then I also am getting back to a new tombstone. I go freeze here. I should have activated ability. Got a little bit antsy there. I do miss my ability on tower, so I go graveyard immediately. Him realizing it's over, he goes E-Giant to bridge. That's GG's. I can freeze plus arrows. Super happy about this game. I would say the number one takeaway that I want you guys to learn about this is just whether you're using splash guard or graveyard freeze. If somebody goes E-Giant, whether it's at the bridge, whether it's in the back, it doesn't matter. You need to pressure opposite lane, just to make sure that you're not letting them build up this like crazy, like ridiculous push, right? Next we have Nami. This matchup is a bit tough, to be honest. This matchup is a bit tough. In the matchup we're about to face, um, Balloon Cycle, it can get a bit sketchy. What I would say is just do not cycle your Phoenix whatsoever. Like, you're going to be forced to cycle your arrows and forced to be put into a weird cycle, but you need to be doing that, maybe even forced to Graveyard on, just to make sure you don't play Phoenix, because if you play Phoenix, you will lose the game. I actually watched Enrique, the guy who made this deck, lose a game, because I have him on a friendly. I saw him lose this exact matchup because he played a Phoenix first play, and the opponent goes opposite lane Balloon. So yeah, like, if you get them, like, they have such a fast cycle that once they out-cycle you that first time, you will lose, guaranteed. So do not cycle Phoenix in this matchup unless it's on top of Balloon. So yeah, just something to note. So right here, he's going to go for his Balloon push. We're just going to go Barbell to stop that Musketeer from, like, walking up. That's the most important part. I just don't want it to walk up. We're going Freeze at last second. I didn't even have, like, this is why this matchup is tough, is you kind of have to overcommit quite a bit. And here's the thing, is they go Snowball plus Skeletons. If you try to just Phoenix on top, you have to always Phoenix Freeze or Phoenix Archers and Tombstone, because the thing is, they'll go Ice Golem, Balloon, Miner, and then they'll also go for the Snowball plus Skeletons at the bridge. They'll go Snowball on top of your Phoenix, pushing it away from the Balloon, and then they'll go Skeletons at the bridge. You see those two Skeletons behind the Balloon. That way, if I went Phoenix, he could push it off with the Snowball, which is what he was just holding. I waited until last second to go Phoenix. You saw that? And he used Snowball at the exact same time that I played my Phoenix right there. So that's something to know, right? He was saving it so that he could push off my Phoenix and then make it retarget onto those Skeletons that were behind the Balloon. That's his best play. If you know your opponent's best way of getting damage, then then you can kind of prepare your defensive sequence for that. We're just gonna go for the arrows value here so that I can get like a decent Tombstone plus Barbell on top of that. Go Archers right next to my Tombstone. Try to like make sure that if he does go for that Snowball plus like Miner, my Archer's gonna be sitting there like still helping out. We do take care of that. He does get death damage though, and he's like kind of out-cycled this. I'm up Elixir, but it's just like, here's the thing about this matchup is like, it doesn't even matter if I'm up Elixir. Like, he can just keep pressuring over and over again. We're going back, and I mean, I feel like this Balloon is a little bit bad because yeah, he gets death damage, but he is kind of like overcommitting quite a bit, honestly. It's kind of wild. That Balloon that he did actually makes me go in for a Graveyard push, and we don't get any damage here, really. Like, we get 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits, and that is it. That is 108. Skeletons do 108 damage at level 14, so that's 108 times 3. What is that, like 324 damage. I don't really know if that's worth it. Yeah, I don't really know. I'm like not sure why he goes for the King Tower here. It's weird. I even thought, like, you could see that I went for the Prediction Mighty Miner. Like, I was so confused when he did it that I legit thought there's no possible way. I even go for the here just to make sure. I know now I'm not gonna have Tombstone on defense, but what is he gonna do? Like, what is he gonna do? What is he gonna do? Like, Balloon into a Phoenix right now? Because like, I'm planning on playing Phoenix on the left lane. He does go Balloon at the same time I go for my Phoenix. It's a bit unfortunate. However, I can just like Archers plus Arrows Freeze, and that's gonna take care of everything. I think I do protect. No, I do not protect that Phoenix on the right lane. I kind of just let it go. Getting another Phoenix plus Archers, kind of in that same spot, just in case like this Tombstone Skeletons. So that Snowball was a bit aggressive. I'm going in here with another Graveyard push. Now this is the Graveyard push that you want to be doing. This is what I should have been doing all along. Was the Mighty Miner opposite lane and then ability so that it lands on top of the tower, and I can just go for like the 3 arrows. And there's like literally no way for him to get it off tower. It only has Snowball, Barbell as a spells plus Skeletons, and yeah, that's just not gonna push it off the tower. Alright, so let's get into the third game. And so also, would you guys like to see some of the top 1,000 games from last season? I do have like, I have like 20 hours recorded of gameplay. Would you guys like to see that? and I can just upload like an hour video or something, or in like an hour or two video of me playing like Graveyard, just so you guys can like watch. I don't know. If you guys want to see that and you're still watching this video, please let me know in the comments. Say, hey, I do want to see that gameplay. I do want to see top 1000 gameplay, because it really helps me out. Because like, I don't think that people want to see this, but apparently people do want to see top 1000 gameplay. So if you guys want to see top 1000 like Graveyard gameplay on YouTube every day, I'm willing to do that every single day. I just didn't think anybody wanted to do that, but now that I'm a top 500 player, I feel like you guys might like want to watch more. Maybe you guys always like supported me a lot on YouTube, and I just feel so bad, man. Like, I just really wanted to like perform well for you guys, and I feel like I'm at so much a better place in my life right now that right now, like, I'm gonna be able to be way more consistent than I was. And right here, okay, so I think I go for the freeze, which is fine, right? I go for the freeze here, and here's the reason why, chat. There's two different variations of my opponent's deck. There's a Zap Arrows version, and then there's an Arrows version of his deck. The Zap Arrows, it means that they have no Bandit, and they take away Bandit and then put in Zap. This guy has Bandit instead of Zap. So in this matchup in particular, it would have been okay to overcommit right there. But if he had Zap, it wouldn't have been okay to freeze right there. If he had Zap, then I would have Arrows the bats. But because he has the only Arrows version, then that means that I'm going to go for the freeze, because then he has to Arrows, which then means that I'm getting a 1 elixir freeze, right? Because if he's arrowsing on defense and he's not getting counter push, that's a 3 elixir spell. My freeze is a spell as well that I don't get counter push, which is 4 elixir. So now I'm only making a -1 trade there. We're gonna just go for arrows on the right side here. Let's see. So in this matchup, what you really need to do is you need to pressure them. They will pressure you, pressure you, pressure you, pressure you. If you try to play defense in this matchup, you will play defense until you lose. That is the thing, right? Sometimes playing too defensive will lose you games in Clash Royale, and this is one of those matchups where if you play too defensive, if you let him take control, he's gonna just pressure you, pressure you, pressure you, and like I said, you are going to lose. So right here, he just used his arrows on offense. He just used his arrows on offense. Now, why do you think I'm pressuring, right? I'm pressuring right now because I know my boy just used his arrows. Look, I'm going for the fucking arrows at 0. I'm tanking for my egg right there. We go freeze at 0. That's GG. Arrows on defense do not take care of the Mighty Miner. Even if they did, my Phoenix would have gotten a couple hits. Would have been really nasty. Would have put us at a really good lead. And I would have a really good chance continuing on into double and triple elixir. And I would have kept pressuring him. So, biggest thing to take there is do not play too much defense. And if they have either arrows or Zap version, it doesn't really matter. If they play Mega Knight, go opposite lane, fucking, push them. If they play Prince, go opposite lane, push them, Tombstone on defense. Try to get that cheap Tombstone defense. But if you play too much defense, they're going to get a really good arrows on. They'll hit your Tombstone and they'll hit your archers because it's like impossible to space them away. That's why you kind of have to use your archers at the bridge. Anyways, guys, I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for all the support. Good things are to come. Like, I'm gonna continuously get better. I'm gonna try to become a pro player now. Pretty much, I already am like a pro Graveyard player. So, but I would like to become just a regular pro in general, so that we can really grow our YouTube channel. So, guys, if you like and share the video and you're still here, I fucking love you. I appreciate you guys so much. And thank you guys for all the support. Thank you to all the people who believed in me up until this point. I never thought we would be here, and here we are, living my best life. So, love you guys. Peace!